What's good? What y'all doing? You know what it is. Your boy Big Boosie, Street Knowledge Podcast in the building as usual. Well, maybe not as usual, but whenever I do come up, I'm here on deck. Wait for a few people to come in. It's as usual. I ain't even gotta say it's getting crazy out there in these YouTube streets and all that. It's already crazy in the YouTube streets. It's always a how I want to say it. It's always something that's going to be a hot topic on these YouTube streets, man. When one thing happened on these YouTube streets, everybody start talking about it. Everybody start talking about it. Then it'll die down. Then everybody got to come up with some type of content. You know, they got to figure out some content or whatever. And then another subject will come up. And it's on fire with a celebrity, as far as celebrities is concerned. And everybody talking about, giving their opinion. Tri-State Sean, what up? You up late? Yeah, I'm up late, man. Because a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of cats out here be talking and talking and talking. A lot of these cats ain't never even really been in these real mean streets. Act like they was in the mean streets before. They seen this before. They know this and they know that. A lot of y'all wouldn't even been talking when the real sharks was out there in the water, when it was wide open before the snitch bracket. Before this snitch bracket was going on, when snitches knew that they would get stitches or get deaded into jail, before the snitches got stitches, and no, let me say this right, man, because I want to make sure it's clear. A lot of these dudes would not be talking when them sharks, them gorillas, all of the above was outside, and before these snitches can snitch, when people knew that snitches get stitches or snitches get put in that ground, a lot of this stuff wouldn't be going on. A lot of these YouTube gangsters wouldn't be doing all this talking when they know they gotta come outside, when they know they get money, and now they can stay inside and hide, and they can use that as an excuse. Why I'm coming outside for? I'm getting money. I can stay inside and get money, which is smart. When you get money and you get rich, you really can't be in the hood no more because you don't know who plotting on you, scheming on you, and all that. But don't be inside talking tough, talking crazy, acting stupid. And I'm not throwing no punches at nobody. I'm just speaking about the things that I see on these YouTube streets. And I be wondering, like, damn, niggas saying certain things about certain people and they still could come outside? Or they still be outside? Or is they cool with the guy they talking about? Is it, let me talk about you crazy and I'm gonna get a check, I'm gonna throw you something? I'll be wondering, how do it go down like that? Because me growing up and knowing the mental of when you say something bad about certain people and you do be outside or get caught somewhere, it ain't even just I'm pulling you to the side and have a conversation with you and then we squash it. All right, cool. You said what you said, but ain't nothing happened to you. Because 9 times out of 10, when they pull you to the side, something happening to you. And then we'll talk about it later because we had to smack your head to show you don't be talking about us. And I'm not saying me, I'm just saying in general. But a lot of these people be talking tough on YouTube streets now. And a lot of these cats I ain't never even really seen before. I'm like, where y'all come from? Because I've been everywhere and I know everybody. Straight like that. And I'm just confused with how a lot of this stuff is going on out here, man. Tyson Garcia, what up? Tri-State Sean said that's a fact though, but it is. I'm trying to figure it out, man. Live by D-Code, what up? Salute. So I'm kind of confused with all the stuff that's going on out here, man. For real. So anyway, I wanted to get into a few things. Because once again, sticky finger, what's the word? I just want to get into a few things, man. It's just a big topic of conversation with Jim Jones on the level of since 50 Cent put out the wiretap conversation that's old as hell. Now 50 Cent, which is irrelevant as hell out here, put it out. And once again, it's like it's crazy because, Jim is somebody I got love for, respect for. Cam is somebody I got love for and respect for. I met Jim through Cam, and we grew to know each other. If Cam ain't there, I still got love for Jim. Jim showed me love, respect, everything. Ain't never had nothing bad to say about Jim, nothing ever. When he ever seen me, I could say, man, they was acting funny. Never, ever in life. And if, I ain't even gonna give my opinion on nothing, none of thus far. I'm not gonna give an opinion on it, but even if I wanted to, I wouldn't, because it's too many people all over the world on this YouTube channel who comment this and that. Things all go all crazy and things of that nature. Cam is my bro. Great, great, great dude. Because I've done things with Cam is why I can say that. But I'm just saying, since that happened, since 50 put out the wiretap again, everybody back on it again. Now everybody want to know, damn, Jimmy a snitch. Is he a snitch? Is he a rat? Everybody, that's old. Why ain't nobody said nothing until 50 Cent said it? Again. After 50 put it out, he on to the next. If y'all go to his Instagram, you'll see him talking about other things now. He ain't even talking about that no more. He left y'all to get on Jimmy neck about it. And that's crazy. Ed in Houston, peace. So he left, the YouTube streets and whatever else platforms to talk about it after he posted it, right? And maybe it's a lesson for Jim to learn. Don't mess with certain people. I seen 050 China Brim talking with another guy. He was explaining to the other guy, was explaining to China Brim, the powers of law. Jim went and made a power move. If he did, went up there with 50, it wasn't a disloyal movement. And I rock with the China Brim and the Harlem Legend. I like watching their stuff. They entertaining, man. For real. I ain't got nothing bad to say about them. And China Brim was speaking about loyalty. The other guy was saying it was just a move that, Jim might have made according to, the power movement. Somebody said Cam and Jim is disloyal to each other. You can't be disloyal to somebody that you bring into the game and give them game to be successful. Now, if you did something disloyal to them by going against them with other things, other people, then yeah, but that's a good that's a good statement. And I'm not gonna, me sitting here thinking, give me an example of why you say Cam and Jim are disloyal to each other. Because I'm sitting here thinking that's a good statement. Because I don't know. Let me know something that Cam might have did and Jim might have did. But so the wiretap thing, 50 put it back out. Now everybody talking about it. Everybody talking about it. Once again, right? You had Harlem Legend talking about it. You got Hassan Campbell talking about it. Jimmy Neville was prosecuted for it. How people keep wanting to bang it in the like the nail, like banging to make people understand that Jimmy is a rat. If the feds didn't lock him up, and even if the feds have him under investigation because they didn't lock him up now because they want to get him later, why keep talking about it? It seems like y'all want to put him in jail. Y'all want to convince us that he's a rat, that he is doing something. That make me wonder if y'all are behind the scenes talking to somebody that worked with the feds and knowing what's going on. Why would you keep talking about it? Why? It's the same thing with this thing, with the things when you hear something about rape. Excuse my language, YouTube. The R word. People keep talking about it. When the things happened with Puff, everybody kept talking about Jay-Z next. Jay-Z next. Oh, Jay-Z did this. But nobody had nothing concrete on Jay-Z, but they said Jay-Z, Jay-Z, Jay-Z. And they put the battery in the back of that lawyer to go ahead and put together a quick put together. And come up with some allegations, throw Jay-Z in it. Now the lawyer throw his name. Now the lawyer name is worldwide news because he already was a lawyer that was big in that world of defending industry people, which keep his name relevant, which he look crazy right now because the stuff that he's saying don't make sense at all. The stuff that the whoever the female he got, which how smart he is on a scamming way is make her a Jane Doe and thought Jay was gonna bend and it ain't happening. Nobody know who it is. Nobody don't even know what he talking about. He don't even know what he talking about. Now his name is big, humongously popular because everybody kept saying Jay-Z next, Jay-Z next. So he put the lawsuit out. It drowns out the real reality of it's bogus. Because public opinion that is negative, public opinion make people forget the real reality of what's going on. So now you got Hassan, you got the Harlem Legend, and whoever else saying Jim is a rat. Jim is a rat. He gotta be a rat. If y'all ain't seeing no paperwork, you can't say that. Then you got his homies in jail supporting that, saying he ain't on their paperwork. Because I'm sure if he was on Mel Matrix and them paperwork, they'd be mad as hell. and be like, you are absolutely right. Something wasn't right. Jim name was on this. And I'm gonna tell you another thing that the feds do. They don't even mention a person's name or something and it be fake, just to see if the person that they telling it to will get upset that the man's name is even in the paperwork, knowing they ain't even do nothing with him. And then they'll be like, what? I ain't never even did nothing with him, but I did hear about he used to do this and do that, and see if he'll start telling something that will put them in the right direction of something else. Those are the mind games that the feds play. The same way Kevin Childs tried to throw AZ name in his paperwork and on Funk Flex. And he was on Funk Flex radio station saying he gonna even show the paperwork with AZ name in it. And when I went on Queen's Flip after that, Queen's Flip, I'm like, yo, bro, I want to see the paperwork. I know AZ back then, and I knew AZ never did business with Kevin Childs. I knew that. AZ told me that out of his mouth he never did business with Kevin Childs. He don't even know how Kevin Childs even thought of it to even say that. But being the real dude that he is, he said, man, I don't put it past him might have seen my name up there. But the feds have put a person's name in there to see how far you would go and see what you would know and how far you would have been. But they couldn't break Kevin Childs because Kevin Childs is a real dude. That's what I will say about Kevin Childs. He went to trial, did his time, came home, and that's what a real man's supposed to do. But you can't ever say that somebody snitched on you. They didn't take the stand, but they did say he seen a name in the paperwork. So 9 times out of 10, we always say you can't mention nobody's name if the name ain't in the paperwork. So it depends on what it was saying in the paperwork. So we wanted to see the paperwork, but we didn't. Nobody seen no paperwork on Jim Jones. His homeboys are saying he never said nothing. So I'm trying to figure out, why is it important that Hassan keeps saying it and trying to make us understand it? Why is the Harlem Legend dude keep saying it and trying to make people understand it? I'm just trying to figure that out. What street is the Harlem Legend dude from? Because I seen him speaking about Lincoln Projects with about Baby Maine. He said he used to go over there and drop off, and you know you don't supposed to be over there. It was called Stinking Lincoln and all that. Yeah, it might have been called that. Tyson Garcia, hold up, what he said? Said Cam Jack Bird game from Jim without him knowing. Jim chose to hang with 50 while Cam had beef with him. That's disloyal and foul on both sides. Let me explain something to you, Tyson Garcia. How did Bird, I ain't even gonna explain it to you. How did Jim Jones come up with Bird Gang? Which one was first, Bird Gang or Dipset? And before Dipset, it was Cameron. So what's first? Cameron, which was a rapper that was popular because Mace plugged him with Undius Records, which was Biggie Smalls and Unlabeled. Cameron was a celebrity. Jim Jones was running with Cam. Learned the game, met mad people, learned everything, came up with a hit record Wasn't signed to Cam. Most people gonna sign you and hold you down and lock you down. Cam said, I'm not locking you down. And you can listen to the interview, how that go. But explain it to me how Birdgate comes before any of that. It's like you opening up a store and it was a parking lot. It was nothing. Then you built the house on it. Once you built the house on it and it started being popular, whatever let's say you built the restaurant on it and the restaurant started being popular. And after the restaurant being popular and you had your team in there and everybody started eating and everything was good and you want everybody to eat and win. And then, like that movie, McDonald's, then dude opened it up, it was Soul Glow. And then after that, you open yours up, it's McDowell's. But it was built off of a foundation. So I'm just saying, man, everything is protocol. Everything is just loyalty, regardless. Can't get around it. Can't make this stuff up. Nothing. And I love both my bros, man. I got mad love, respect for both. That's a fact. They didn't have a contract. So if nobody give you a contract, that tells you, I love you. I rock with you. Just do you. Get money. Come back and get me once you get it rolling. Because in this business, you getting a contract ASAP. And if you think you're going to move without me telling you to move, I'm locking it down. You can't get a contract. You can't be under contract and do what you want to do. So when a person lets you do what you want to do and don't have a contract, that means they showing you love. That's how it goes. So if you don't understand this game, who is this? Kerry Wines. If you don't understand this game, you don't even know what you're talking about. You waste your time talking to me. When you don't sign contracts, somebody's showing you love. Cause it shows like you blow up. I already know you my bro, you my sis. You gonna come back and roll with me and rock with me anyway. So why would I sign contracts with you? People sign contracts because they can't trust the next person's judgment after they do something big for them. And a person could change on you immediately. Tyson Garcia said Cam didn't see Jim as his equal, and Jim thought he always was. And see, that's the thing. When you come up under somebody, you are not their equal. You are equal as brothers. You are equal as homeboys. But when you step into the other room, when it comes with business is concerned, you are not equal because when you step into that other room, the people only want to talk to the man who's the man. But yeah, oh yeah, you got your man with you? That's what's up. Yeah, he cool, but right now I need to talk to you because the fans is looking at you. Right now I need to talk to you. That's just on a fan base level. It can go in, I own a car shop. And the people know me for fixing the cars. But I got my homie that's nice too. I'm bringing him with me that know how to change the motor and all that too. But the people who invest in me, investing in me. Whatever else I do, but after that, and pull somebody else in, that's what that is. And when I pull my man in that can fix the cars, then boom, the customers that's coming and coming and coming, And the people that's just seeing him there with me know who he is. Now, when he build a rapport off of this foundation that I got, that's what's up. Kira Vine said, we talking Cam copyright Bird Game. So if y'all didn't listen, when Cam said, yo, what's going on, bro? What, you want to move on to do your own thing? He's like, nah, man. Bird Gang is the same thing as Dipset. You see the bird? He's like, oh, all right. Cam said he felt something wasn't right. But if Jim meant what he said Jim could have just told me he wanted to do his own thing. He didn't want to do his own thing. He said, I moved on. But it's called thinking into your future. So he said, mentally in his mind, he think Jim is trying to move on, but Jim just ain't telling him. So he said, if Jim ain't worried about it, he gonna go ahead and copyright it. And if Jim wasn't mad, if Jim wasn't trying to move on, do his own thing, he wouldn't have been mad about it getting copywritten. Because it'd been like, yeah, all right, you copywritten it, all right, cool. We still doing what we do. It's still Dipset Bird Gang forever. And I know Cam, he'd be like, oh, all right, well, shit, I'm going to just put your name on it. And I can't say exactly that's what he would have said, but me knowing Cam the way he is, 9 times out of 10, that's what he would have did. It was just been, that right there is called testing your brother, testing your business partner. But this show you that Cam know the business quicker than the person that he was teaching the business. Because if Bird Gang wouldn't have never blew up, Jim probably wouldn't have never even seeked worrying about if it was copywritten or not. Y'all thought about that part? I'm just keeping it 1,000. Once Jim got started doing his own thing, Cam felt the type of way. That's why he did Jim dirty and copyright the Bird Gang behind Jim back. Nothing could be behind the back of a foundation that you built. You can't create another foundation off of a foundation that you was running with from the first place. You supposed to say, yo, I'm about to create this, man. Because it would have been an understanding between two business partners, two brothers. Yo, bro, I'm about to build this. Being that we got the bird, I'm going to say this is a bird, and I got the hit record out now. I'm going to do this. And it would have been an understanding between both of them. But when you do stuff and don't go, it's a chain of command, man. It's protocol. You still have to say something to the man or to the woman that brought you into this game. Selling sodas, hats, potato chips, you still have to say something. It's communication. Communication is key. You still have to say something to the person that put you in position to be able to even create Bird Gang. If that's the case, Bird Gang should have been before Dipset, right or wrong. Tell me when I'm saying something wrong. And I got love for both of them. And the only thing I'm talking right now is real tough love talk. I ain't trying to embarrass neither one of my bros, man. I got respect and love for both of them. I'm just saying how it goes. That's how I grew up. And that's what I learned. And that's why me and my friends is friends for 30 plus, 40 plus years. My niggas did time, 17 years, 730E. I'm gonna let y'all see him, 730E, who created 730 Dipset. It wasn't Freaky Zeke. Freaky Zeke is cool with him and they got tight. He met Zeke through Cameron. He's from North Carolina. That's where 730 Dipset come from. Cameron, he asked Cam, can I do 730 Dipset down south in North Carolina? And Cam said, yeah. If it blow up, don't forget me, man. Let's eat. And he ain't asked for a contract. This is why I could speak what I'm speaking about Cam. He didn't do nothing wrong when it comes to looking out for his people, is what I'm saying. Tyson Garcia said, nah, Cam was wrong. He seen Jim had motion. So tell me why would he want to set Jim up to put him in position to get popping and then be mad that he got motion? What kind of sense does that make, man? Y'all people out there wilding with y'all thought process, man. That don't even make sense. A person get mad when a person puts you in position and now you think you're going to over exceed. And still, let's don't keep everything on one track. And now you jump off the train. Now, if Cam was doing something crazy that was putting Jim in default, then let me know. Put that in the comment. Because just to say Cam was jealous and you don't have an explanation behind it, Cam didn't want to see him blow up and you don't have an explanation behind it, it doesn't make sense at all. Ballin made Cam a little jealous, let's be real. Cam said that he told Alan Glumbat to put out Ballin. They wanted to put out another record. He told him, nah, that's the one to put out. That means y'all ain't been watching and doing your research. I stay researching. He told him, and Alan Glumbat was like, nah. I ain't hear Jimmy say that's a lie yet. And they put Ballin' out, and Jimmy was a phenomenal to this day, which he is a phenomenal rapper to this day, still phenomenal. The boy's talented, hot to death. So how Cam got mad at that? That don't even make sense at all. Tyson Garcia said Jim Flex, the Dipset flag when Cam and Jewels was MIA and had his own buzz. Well, if Jewels and Cam went MIA, Jewels and Cam went MIA and Jim was still doing his thing, that's because they got their own life. They're all men. If they feel like going, disappearing and not doing what they doing, and Jim felt like I'm still rocking and rolling, that's just life. Jewels and Cam ain't go MIA because they wanted to. Cam owned a lot of stuff. And he ain't got to worry about rap. Way before this is what it is stuff. Cam got stuff, gas stations and things of that nature. So, I don't know what Jewels is doing. I know he did some time or whatever, but I'm just saying. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing because they went and chilled and all that. Jimmy did what he had to do as a man that was holding down his career. And the people wanted it. They wanted to hear from Jim Jones. They want to hear his music. They want to hear from Jewels. I'll be mad, Jewels, man. I'll be mad Jewel's be not dropping nothing. Like, come on, man. That's one of my favorite rappers. Jewel is sick with it. Like, I'm like, what's going on, man? And I got a real um big intuition in my heart, man. Big feeling they gonna get back together, man, cause real love don't die, man, when it come to brothers. Um, we know it's ego involved, and you know when a person sit down to they self, they gonna have to say, man, I miss my brother, man. I'm tired of all this stuff going on, all this controversy. I'm tired of this stuff. When they sitting in their house chilling amongst themselves, they don't want to go through that. But it gotta be the real person to say that. You know, whether who's wrong or right, it just it gotta be said amongst themselves. But I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Epic Eric Cameron became jealous after balling. Impossible. He helped Ballin be where Ballin was at. So you don't even make no sense. Why would he be jealous for? Why would he bring? Why would he tell you to rap, knowing and hoping you blow up? I've seen him help a lot of people, man, and didn't ask for no money. If that was the case, Jim would have been on a contract to make sure that he got his money off the gate if Jim blew up. So y'all explain that to me. In this music business, you going on contracts ASAP. They don't care who you is. How many people y'all see crying, I ain't get my masters, I'm under contract, they shelved me, wouldn't let my album come out. That's because they on contract. Jim could do what he want to do because his brother said, go eat. I don't worry about that. I'm good. Just throw me a bone if it blow up. So how could a person be jealous? That don't even make sense logically. So for y'all to believe some dumb stuff like that, y'all idiots, man. Get off my page. This called street knowledge. I talk to knowledgeable people, man. I don't talk to idiots. Somebody said, Caravine said he didn't communicate that he was copywriting it. It's called, what they said, 50 powers of law and all that other stuff. It's called when you see your kid telling you, I ain't bothering the refrigerator, mama. And I ain't saying Jim was Cam kid or nothing. I might use another example because y'all internet people take it somewhere else. But I'm just saying, he asked Jim, yo, what you trying to do your own thing now, my nigga? Everything good? In a respectful way, like, he was just asking. If he'd have said yeah, you'd like, oh, all right, cool. Jim's like, nah, you know, it's still Dipset. It's Dipset. Bird Gang, just a subsidiary. You know, the Bird on Dipset, so Bird Gang. And we got this over here. We just going to the next level, which makes sense to me too. Next level. But you know, when y'all are a team and you be around a person every day, you know each other's energy. So in Cam's mind, I guess he felt someone right. So he's like, if it's real, that's what he doing, I'll go ahead and copyright it anyway, because it blew up off of Dipset, which is the thing that I put everybody on to. So if you want to connect, it's called being a subsidiary label. So Dipset will be a subsidiary, y'all know what I'm saying, subsidiary label to Bird Gang or vice versa. So that should have been communicated first. It's like when you see Universal Def Jam collaboration under artist videos because they collaborated together. Should have been collaborated together. But it was like, no, it's the same thing. So when you think ahead of the game and you know your partners, something ain't right. We normally eat lunch at 12, but they come at 12:30 and 1 o'clock now. We normally go to the bikes and ride bicycles, but some ain't right now. But all right, cool. If they serious about what they saying, I'm gonna just go ahead and copyright it. He ain't thinking about copyrighting it, because if he was starting a label, he would have went on and copywritten it. He ain't copywriting it. I'm gonna copyright it. And if he come to me and say, yeah, it is, nah, I'm doing my own thing. And I'll be like, all right, well, I copywritten it, you know. Let's work it together. That's how that might have went. I ain't saying that was Cam's thought process, but it was his thought process from how he's saying it. I don't know what would have been the outcome of it if Jim would have approached it like that after that, but I'm just saying. So, nothing ever happens secondary to a company that starts first. Never. Without a discussion with the person who owns the first company. Always get that right in your mind. And I'm only speaking street knowledge stuff. I'm only speaking corporate knowledge stuff. I'm not going off of just what I'm hearing people bickering back and forth and who's helping who and facts. Who's that? Pocholo. He said, you just tell them how it is. That's a fact. All my friends, 30, 40 years, 80s baby, 76. Keanu vibes, yeah. Okay, that's a fact. How is it a partnership? Jim was it Cam equal? Allegedly, Jim went on his own. Tyson Garcia, I just told you, Cam asked him. He said, yo, so you making your own moves with the Bird gang? Jim said, no, look it up. I can't make it up. It's on YouTube. And Jim said, nah, it's Dipset for life. It's still Dipset, but Bird came, you know, the Bird. So it wasn't a partnership. And you can't go in McDonald's and tell McDonald's you're going to open up a McDowell's without having meetings with them, putting the negotiations together, because that's the mindset, you know, that's what you want to create off of McDonald's, because you know you met the customers. Now you can tell the customers to come over there to McDowell's. Can you do that? No, you can't. Without discussing it with the owner of the McDonald's. Now, if the owner of McDonald's said, yo, I see a building over there looking real pretty and nice, look, and I see the sign up McDowell's, but the building empty, but I see them building on the inside, and it's attracting people. You doing your own thing? Nah, I ain't doing my own thing. I'm gonna let everybody know it's still McDonald's too, but we together. But when you see that, you, in your mind as a businessman, you know, like, really, how is it we still together if we talking Bird Gang, Dipset, we talking McDonald's, McDowell's. But we ain't together saying, yep, McDonald's and McDowell's, two owners standing together say, yep, we moving this the next level. This is McDonald's and McDowell's. We are doing our subsidiary side restaurant, and we still McDonald's, and we together. If that never happens, it's going to confuse the audience, and whoever owns McDowell's is doing what they doing. I'm just calling it how it is. And if y'all don't understand it, that means y'all don't understand business, y'all don't understand protocol, y'all don't understand loyalty. But I know them two people love each other though. But there's a disconnect somewhere. There's a disconnect between them two people. And I don't want to say who it is. I'm just getting ready to give y'all the math and telling y'all how it is. That's a fact. Because if y'all own the company and y'all start blowing up, y'all pull your family members in, and then they go over there and open up something because everybody know, and it's close to the same name of what y'all created together, and it's going over there, then pulling people over there, y'all be mad too. Stop it, man. And then if y'all beefing with, if McDonald's beefing with Burger King, and then one of y'all management niggas is over there with them, might be over there telling them what y'all doing over there in McDonald's with y'all secrets, but they over there at Burger King just to go hang out for a day or two, and then come back over there at McDonald's. How would y'all feel? That's not how it goes. And you didn't even have no bad intentions to go over there to Burger King. You just was going over there real quick to sneak your quick burgers in and sell your burgers over there in Burger King because they said you can. Now, I'm going to go over there and do my burgers real quick. I really don't give three F's about the owner over there. Jim don't give three F's about 50, but he just went over there to do his song balling and knock it out the park, and he out. But still, at the end of the day, it's called loyalty. No money is over your friends. None. None. No money over your friends. So, I ain't going over there to do my song because homie talking slick with my homie. So, as bad as I want to get that money, I just can't go over there. It is what it is. I'll pick another arena or whatever. I spend my own money and pay for a promoter to promote it, and I go and do my own song. It's just that simple to do. It's more than one way to skin a cat, man. For real. See, a lot of these rappers don't even understand. You could spend your own money and promote your own shows when you hot. Or put a promoter behind it, let him be the face, give him 10%, 20% just to use his name as if it was him throwing the party, and you put the money up and make the majority of money at the door, get a percentage of the bar, and get paid from the sales that come in that door. A lot of people don't even pay that no attention. They too busy happy that they are hot artists and people want to book them, pay them their little 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. They go up there and perform. If the club is packed, they paid and they rocking. If the club ain't packed, they still get paid. Or they get a jinky promoter that'll pay half, because you gotta pay half before you come. And then they don't get the other half because the jinky promoter don't give them the other half because the club didn't get packed. And then they got a lawsuit or beef with them. Some of the promoters is real dudes and pay. I've been one of them. I paid even when the club don't get packed. And I just lose everything and they leave smiling. So it just happens. When I was a rapper, I booked artists that was popping. Ask Mr. Cheeks. He'll tell you, that's my boy. I used to book him and I open for him. A few artists I could name when I was rapping. That was just the name of the game, the blueprint, to blow up. But I ain't going nowhere. Nobody beefing with my friend. And it wasn't even no beef like that with Cam and 50. It was just some rap stuff, but it still tests people loyalty. your morals to your friends. Because now we got a whole beautiful brotherhood in shambles and looking crazy. And it's crazy, man. And to be honest, you gotta look. Who's smiling? 50 smiling. He ain't even got nothing to do. He's somewhere doing whatever he want to do right there. He'll chime in and throw little points at Jimmy. He did one little chime in. You a snitch, this, and now I got to get back on topic. Hassan Campbell and the Legend TV and whoever else calling Jimmy a snitch because he resurfaced the um the uh the wiretap um phone call, which his phone wasn't wiretap, it was somebody else's, or it came from the jail. I don't know where it came from, but at the end of the day, it surfaced again, and everybody talking about it. And why is you talking about it for? Why keep talking about it? Because now this is what Hassan Campbell gonna do, and this is what Harlem Legend gonna do, and this is what any other platform that's talking about is gonna do. The feds don't play. So now they saying, well, why Jimmy ain't locked up? Why Jimmy ain't locked up? Why Jimmy ain't locked up? He did this. He did this. He said this on the wiretap. He ain't really say nothing to say, yo, go kill him and go murder. That's when the feds gonna come get you. And 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna come get you if the murder ain't take place. And he might be under investigation because of those words then. That's true. But now the investigation gonna go sour because he know now not to even be talking like that no more. Which he should have known that then. Because the street stuff is not a game. But the more you keep talking about it and talking about it, the feds gonna say, oh man, if we don't go get Jimmy now, people thinking he got away with it, they gonna think that we are a joke out there in them streets. So now we gotta go and get him and let him know we ain't playing. It's because all these platforms just keep talking about it. How Jimmy get off? How he gotta be a snitch. He ain't. He working. He working. He working. If he was a snitch, it would be somebody with time right now that can say, yep, he did it. Now his homeboys are saying he didn't. And I'm in there. People saying, oh, they on his payroll. And what payroll could they be on to say that to cover a rat? Now y'all making up some new style of holding a rat down. That a person could pay a rat not to call them. I mean, a person could pay a person that got ratted on not to let everybody know that they a rat. Just do your time. I ratted on you. I'm gonna just pay you some money now. I'm gonna pay you some money and just keep it quiet. None of this makes sense on these YouTube streets with a lot of these supposed to be street dudes and all that, and they used to drop off packs and drop them off over here. Man, you wasn't dropping no packs off, man. And if you was dropping off packs, that's just what you was, a dropping off packs dude, man. You wasn't really nobody. You wasn't nobody because people would know you. You ain't even sounding official. You sounded crazy. You sounded crazy, man. But then you want to still say um, Jim Jones have to be working because it's impossible that they didn't lock him up. And then they ain't locking him up. And, or he's not locked up. And, and y'all stressing the fact. Y'all stressing the fact that he free and these other niggas is locked up. Y'all not making no sense to me, man. And it ain't cool. And it's crazy because what I'm saying is us bringing our own culture down by doing all these things, man. That's why all these people getting locked up because the public opinion keep yelling rape, or excuse me, YouTube streets. But it's upsetting me, man, even think about it. Talking about another person when they don't have real legs to stand on. Ten Toes Pope. The GOAT, bro, them beefing is corny to me. They both millionaires. Yep, it's corny. And, them as real men, they know it's corny. But sometimes when somebody initiated, it's like, man, I gotta say something back. Because if you don't say nothing back, public opinion again, to be like, man, it must be true. Ain't nobody came back and said nothing. For real. I'm from Buffalo 76. Love the whole Dipset. Ten Toes Pope Goat said he from Dipset. He loved the whole Dipset. And that's a fact. And I love the Dipset. I love what they created from scratch, from nothing. Getting up every day, making people respect a mixtape like a record. They the first ever did mixtapes. How could we turn our back on that? I told me and on the phone for about an hour and a half, 2 hours the other day. And he's saying, man, the Dipset dead, man. And he hurt behind it. I'm like, never. It just take Cam and Jim to talk to each other. But all these platforms getting up there and saying Jimmy is a rat. Jimmy, how he get out of not saying this, not saying that. The feds is watching, man. Y'all gonna put the battery in their back to go and make something up to go get him and put him behind bars. Is my point to this whole situation. And I got caught up talking to some of the comments. But why would y'all do that? Y'all want to see a man go to jail and y'all sitting behind y'all cameras at home getting y'all nice big checks. And I understand content. Come up with some other content. Let us see if you are official content creators when you don't have to be shunning another black man as far as going to jail and all that. And then you twist it with another message of how they put black men in jail and all that. I understand that. But still, at the end of the day, like with the guy, what's his name? La Brim, if he want to go give his life to God, whether he think it's going to make him come home or not, sometimes God put you in a certain position to make you understand to come to him or just stay where you at. And if that man is in that position to understand that he need to go to God instead of staying where he at, then so be it. The China Brim dude went crazy on him. Man, you should have just rolled down with the ship. It's over now, but you got all our dudes locked down. Life, a lot of dudes. Why you might well just stay doing life and roll with the punches. Go to the grave with it. That means he chose devil movement. And if he know he gonna be in jail for the rest of his life and he gonna die in jail, he gotta change, bro. Because when you go meet the maker, God don't want to hear none of that. And I ain't here to preach about none of that, but God don't want to hear it. Why you want to go and be in the situation and be still all the way to the end of being a devil? That don't point, that don't that don't paint the correct picture for these young boys. So if he had to fall on the cross, on the sword, excuse me, he had to fall on the sword and admit he was wrong, and he leaving all that stuff alone for these young boys to understand it ain't real. That's deep. And that's realer than real. So that means he has to prove himself to all of y'all out here to stay being who he is, being that he got all these young men locked up. Which they still their own men. They went and did what they wanted to do when the man asked them. Ain't nobody gonna tell me to go shoot up nothing for some stupidity and then come back and report to them. That's dumb. So they still put themselves in there as well. So they have to take responsibility, accountability for all of that as well. But if the man want to choose to do the right thing and go to God, then there ain't nothing wrong with that. That's his life. If he want to be a preacher, be a preacher. If he's not a preacher, he won't be somebody that just respecting the word and the Bible and all that, then so be it. How y'all gonna be mad at him? And then how you gonna be mad you sitting home comfortable, homie? And getting a check. And you a civilian now. Like, that's deep to even say something like that. How's that gonna change what's going on outside? I understand your standpoint to a certain degree, but that ain't right. Kind Wine said Jim terrible. Why you feel Jim terrible? Somebody said, Tyson Garcia said best thing Jim did was to go to Rock Nation. Why you think that was the best thing for him to go to Rock Nation? Ten Toes. Ten Toes Pope Ghost said, for the youth, they should work shit. They should work shit out. Yeah, they should. That's a fact. Kind Wine said he didn't know it would be that big. When you in the industry and you already a big celebrity, anything that you touch and put up under you and you put out and tell them to go put out, they gonna think it's gonna be that big. And who is you to say that he didn't think it was that big? How do you know? That don't even make sense. And even if he did think it was gonna be that big, excuse me, if he didn't think it was gonna be that big, it wouldn't even mattered because he never put him on paperwork. What you gonna say? Well, that's why he didn't put him on paperwork. But when you rolling in this industry and you are a big artist and you put somebody out that's next to you and you hug them and say, this is my bro, this is my sis. 9 times out of 10, he's the next person or she's the next person. Period. So he couldn't have thought that. I see a lot of people is ignorant out here, man. Then he said Cam would have got on the remix. How you know Cam would have got on a remix? How you know that Cam wasn't invited to be on the remix? Did you ask that question yet? what's his name? Con Wines. Ten Toes Pogo Ghost said it's Jim from Harlem. According to Cammy from the Bronx. I always thought he was from Harlem. I don't know. His grandmother from Harlem. And if he was over there seeing his grandmother and he hung out with his grandmother a lot and always was there and he spent a lot of his time in Harlem, he from Harlem. That's my opinion. He from Harlem. So if he from the Bronx, he from both places. It is what it is. He has exclusive ties in each part. When I did my Queen's Flip interview, and I didn't know Cam was from 140th. His pops was from 140th, and Cam moms and everybody from the east side. And I said Cam wasn't from 140th. Y'all must have got your information wrong, Queen's Flip. And it was a big controversy. Niggas was calling me and, yo, what you talk about? Cam is from 140th. Dame Dash called me with all that. And I called Cam like, yo, what's going on? What you supposed to be mad? He was like, nah, man, people from my block. You just didn't know, Boost. I'm from 140th, my pops, da-da-da. I'm like, oh, say no more. You ain't mad. He's like, nah, bro, I love you, man. I love you too, man. That's it. That was it. So it's just one block, but he's from both blocks. He is. So that's how I look at it with Jim. If he grew up and been in Harlem for a long time, I don't know. I'm just going off of what Cam said. He said your grandma, you always came to see your grandma. You from the Bronx. So if he spent a lot of exclusive time in Harlem and he's a lot of exclusive time in the Bronx, he's from the Bronx. I got friends that's from the Bronx and from Harlem that grew up in both. That's just what it is. And I respect them for both. And they can claim both. Tyson Garcia said, never outshine the master, I guess. If a master teach you karate, he wants you to outshine him. But when you out there fighting that karate and you in tournaments, the master's right there next to you. And you're gonna still go to the master for point of views and for uh for great judgment for the next move. So you'll always stay moving good and better than the master. So there's nothing wrong with outshining the master. Go do you. I'm telling you all what Cam always tell people. Go do you. If it pop off, then just let me get a little $20 and you make $100. Cam always been that way. I'm telling y'all. That's a fact. He ain't never said, oh man, you made $100, man. Where my $50 at? He ain't never said that, man. He ain't never did. And I know a few people that can vouch for that. And this ain't throwing no points at Jim. I got love and respect for Jim. I'm just talking about protocol, respect, loyalty, all of the above. And I don't know everything. I'm just going off of what I'm hearing. And I'm never going to downplay both of them because I watched both of them come from the bottom and go to the top. And I love to see that, man. And I wasn't there at Cam first rise to the top. I caught his second rise and got to know him as a brother, a good dude. And anybody that I always know, they always meet with him and hang out with him and talk about him, always say he was a good dude. And me not even knowing these people, just hearing things on these videos, these YouTube stuff where people say stuff about Cam. It's always basically the same thing, man. Notice most of these street dudes play both sides when both are wrong. That's not real. What do you mean? That don't even make sense. Most of these street dudes play both sides when they are wrong. Negative. Not where I come from. We don't play no both sides. We don't play none of that. You come back to the block, you getting beat up. Oh, you was over there with them? What's going on? What you got in your pocket? What you wired up? We beating you up. You ain't coming back over here. And I'm saying that to say that never was even a thought process. That's all. It goes all the way back to the snitching wasn't even reality. Out of 100 people, you might got one person or two people that might snitch, but that snitch stuff never was in the pocket. We ain't never going nowhere on nobody. My boy mad at somebody. Let me tell y'all about a block, 140th, right? And I'm only using them for example because that was a block that was well known. Y'all hear about 40 wolves between 140th between 7th and 8th. A lot of them ain't get along with each other in that block. But they always respect each other, go to the store, back in their house, whatever. I don't rock with him, I don't rock with him. But a lot of them niggas is gangsters. But when you go to their block and somebody say, yo, it's another block on this block acting like they tough and want to do something, all of them come out of buildings like ants, army ants. And then they stick together and beat you up, wreck shop, and go back to the way they was, back to their houses, eating, chilling, whatever, and they still don't like each other who they don't like. You got Stein, you got Jab, you got J Black, you got Ghost, you got, I'm just naming names. Whatever they got going on in their new life, I don't know. I'm just naming names, man. You got Slade, you got Mike Brock, you got Cliff, you got God Bless the Dead Trail, you got, I can name names. Trail that was bodyguarding for Mace, all of them. That's these, yo, you name it. 40 wolves, nothing to play with, man. You go somewhere else and act like you against them and you live on the block, you're going to get examples. You're going to get made an example. Same thing on my block, same thing. Same thing on a few other blocks. But I just named one block because it's real known and real popular. You can't even go through that block if you ain't nobody. Anybody want to say anything different? I'm speaking it and I'm putting it on YouTube. And it's going to be all over New York in the morning or the night. Tell me I'm wrong. You don't go against your people, man. Straight like that. Karen Wines said that's not street or corporate without a contract. What's not street or corporate? That don't even make sense. That don't even intertwine together. A contract is business, so it's definitely not street, so you're not making sense. Karen Wines, cut it out. Everyone didn't buy from AZ all the time. What? Who said that? You stupid. Tyson Garcia said, well played by 50. Tyson Garcia said, Yayo Oblique would have never. Like, that's crazy, man. The door. The door and bar is big money. That's a fact. Jimmy talked about an assault in The Wire. Assault is a crime. Glad you said that. Now, that's a good point. Me and my brother 730E was talking about that the other day. And people think just because it's federal and it's a federal tap and all that, A lot of crimes is not federal. Only people, only certain crimes, feds don't want that because that ain't the type of time that's gonna hold nothing. Only thing he might have told niggas was to go beat somebody up. I'm glad you said that. I gotta hit E tomorrow about that. He didn't say go murder nothing. And when I heard it, it sounded like he said violate him, meaning beat him up. That's it. Kill, salute to the platform. Kill, salute to you, bro. Appreciate that. Tyson Garcia said all facts. No, it's a fact, man. That's a fact. The man said violate him. That's not a federal crime. Tell somebody to beat somebody up. That ain't RICO. Go murder them up, take their store, take their money and all that. No, that's no. So once again, my point, man. These platforms keep talking about Jimmy is a snitch. Jimmy on a wiretap. Everybody feeding off of that because 50 put it out there. 50 fed people a couple dollars for YouTube money to talk about Jimmy, and they ain't understanding they getting ready to send Jimmy to jail. That's getting ready to have to pay for millions of dollars for a lawyer if he get a fucking bail. Excuse my language. And then y'all gonna take another black man from his family because y'all want to do content creating and talk about a wiretap that was already done. His homeboys is up there saying that he didn't rat on him, and y'all still gonna try to make it make sense that he might have rat, and y'all gonna try to make it make sense and say that he is working on the low. How he working and he do shows here, shows there. Real informants don't have no job. Only job they got is the police tell them where to go, and they get their check every week or every month. That's what real informants do. They were saying Puff was working for the feds. What Puff didn't work for the feds? It don't make sense. All this new who a rat and who a snitch, all y'all dumb, and y'all sitting around talking about that. All these YouTube people that ain't even never even been in the streets chiming in about who a rat and what a rat's supposed to do. Period. If a rat don't send nobody to jail, take them away from their family, stop calling people rats, man. Stop trying to make it make sense. They saying Rollo a rat. Man, stop it. Show the paperwork where he sent somebody to jail. That's what I want to see that. He did a YouTube and showed all his paperwork. Who he did that with? Seti Nash. Who are y'all to think y'all could just say people are rat and see negative energy, negative information travel so fast? So this internet is based off fast negative energy, man. Fast negative energy. So the positive stuff ain't even gonna matter. And then y'all calling people rats. And then in our culture, you end up getting killed for calling somebody a rat. Now another man gone, dead, another man in jail just because of the ignorance that's being taught that shouldn't have never even been said. If you really respect what's going on. But a lot of y'all don't respect what's going on because y'all don't care because y'all sitting at your house typing in stuff and talking about people, man. Y'all ain't outside talking about people. People is inside talking about people. Shining, looking good, getting money and all that. But y'all ain't never had no real money out here in these streets. Y'all ain't never did nothing. All they talking about what y'all did and all that. Some of y'all might have done some stuff. Some of y'all might have left stuff alone. But if you really respect where you was at when you was here, you will respect what's still going on while you not here. And you would say, I'm chilling. But it's just like us with our culture. As soon as we get some money, we go run, hide, and laugh at the people that's still over there. I'm over here now. I'm getting money. I ain't gotta be over there with y'all, but I'm gonna chime in with y'all, and I'm gonna say the little bull crap and make y'all go against each other and go fight with each other. But I'm over here chilling. That's sucker moves. That's sucker moves. And I ain't calling nobody no sucker, because most people that can do that is gangsters, because they don't care. Because they like, who gonna do something to me? They already know what I do, so they don't care. Most real rats, y'all need to talk about the real rats. Y'all need to call people up that really got ratted on. Or have people get in contact with y'all that really got ratted on and talk about real people that's really ratting out here, so people will really know who is the real rats out here. And I bet you the feds will come get y'all for exposing their rats. And they'll make up something for y'all, and your channels will get shut down. Let's make a bet on that. But y'all want to talk about people that's in the industry, that's rocking and rolling, that ain't really outside hustling and doing none of that stuff, and calling them rats, and they gotta be a rat because we need this, and how they do this, and where your gun charge at this and that, and the da. Anybody I know that know people that got ratted on, they tell it ASAP. Yo, so-and-so told on me, here's my paperwork, da. They saying something about the gun charge with Jimmy. Good question. I don't know. But who did he tell on to get out of that gun charge? Let's just go there. I know people that got caught with guns in the car, and they got dropped, and it was quiet. You know why? One of them was, it was in the glove compartment. The glove compartment was locked. They didn't have a warrant to go in the glove compartment. They didn't even have a warrant to even search the fucking car. Case over with. You don't hear about it no more. It could be so many things of that nature where police always mess up when they do these bogies, pulling cars over, catching people with guns. It's always something. You got the right lawyer to catch it with the technicality of what the police did wrong. It's out of here. You ain't gonna really hear about it. But until then, stop calling people rats, man. Stop doing it on your platform, especially when it comes out of celebrities, because y'all gonna get them time. Y'all gonna get them charged. Because the feds gonna say, oh, they think it's a game, we a joke. Oh no, we come to get that. And we're just showing that we ain't playing, whether he win or lose with the case. But let me see y'all find people that really got ratted on, with people that's in the streets, that's not celebrities, that got real people on their paperwork, that got them behind bars, got them time, or about to have them do time, and start putting their names and put the police informants, put the police CIs, real names on your platforms. I guarantee you, your platform gets shut down. And or you gonna get charged with something if you telling on their people that's helping them bust people. I bet you. It all look good. We on our channels, stall fly, we all fly and all that on the channels and talking about people and all the celebrities and who's the snitch and all that. And gonna make people see it your way, how they gotta be a snitch. You gonna force that they are a snitch and you really don't know what you're talking about. That's corny and it's whack. And you sending people to jail by doing that, man. For real, for real. I've been out there in the mean streets, man. And I know how it goes. That fly stuff, we can do all that every day, all day. I go put anything on I want to right now. I don't care about none of that. I'm out here sending these messages out here to y'all in real life. Been there, done that. Cars, motorcycles, you name it. We done it. Ain't none of y'all do all that talking like y'all was in them streets. Y'all wasn't in them streets. If you wasn't in them streets running a spot or 2 spots, making moves, if you never bought a car by hustling in New York City, not going out of town, because that's easy. Go out of town, know your country nigga, know a little country dude or a little dude from somewhere else, and give him some work. He go sell the work, bring you the money, you go back to New York, and you act like you're doing something. That's easy. Oh, if you never opened up a spot and was controlling it and is making money every day, all day like a business, and you bought cars and all that from it, and you was fly, taking care of bills, apartments, houses, and all that, you don't get the right to even be talking like y'all built like that out there, man. You sit behind cameras with this little YouTube money, man. Show me what y'all doing besides YouTube. And if you is, I commend you. And you took some YouTube money to get where you get where you at. That's a beautiful thing. But don't be with these old war stories to reel in your audience. Because the way y'all moving right now, y'all never would have been moving like that back then. Because y'all would never, ever made it this far. And that's a fact. Y'all just be talking, man. And now y'all happy y'all got something. Like, nah, I'm over here, y'all over there. Like, that's corny, man. That's corny, dog. That's corny. That's corny, man. Calling people what they are and what you don't even really know, and you're gonna convince people and you're gonna paint a picture, and all of a sudden everybody tough when they behind these cameras and all that. Get out of here, man. Who this finesse analyzer said? Haas said he went to war with Pistol Pete. Eric said, yep, 100. I know Pete was your man way back in the 90s. That's a fact. Pistol Pete was my brother. Finesse Analyzer said, and I never heard of that war. 313. Mug Boss, much love from Detroit. Much love and respect. That's a fact. Pistol Pete was my bro. That's my bro, man. Before he was Pistol Pete. He was Pete when we was up in Kingston, New York, where I met him at. And we used to always have fun playing dice, chilling, getting money outside and everything, and having fun on our young boy stuff. That's a fact. Him and Twin. Twin used to always come to the block looking for me, him and Twin. And he had his blue Golf, I think, back then. He got the Golf when he started getting some money. And I got locked up a little bit after that. But yeah, that's my bro. Much love for him. I wish that I could break him out of that motherfucking jail, man. For real, man. When I came home from jail, you know, I was calling them. Niggas like, man, your boy Pete getting some money. I'm like, what? Pete getting money? What? Man, I gotta get his number. They was like, I'm gonna get it for you. Got it for me. But he kept, every time I'm calling him, I got you, Bruce. I'm leaving Baltimore. I'm going to New York. When I get to New York, I'm gonna call you back. Then he'll call me. Yo, I'm doing this, doing that. I'm like, man, I'm coming to New York. Where you at? I gotta get right. I'm tired. I tried to be a good boy when I came home. I'm like, man, I'm gonna chill. And, you know, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I didn't get with my brother because he got caught up in what had going on, which it was federal stuff, so they would have known who they was looking for, and they would have known I just came on, had nothing to do with him. That's my brother, and that's a fact. With BMO, all of them, Chuck, all of them, all of us used to be up there. The place turned him out. The murder, the murder was crazy in B-more, DC back then. Yeah, yeah, that's a fact, man. Well, I don't know what turned him out, but one of my homies told him, man, chill, bro. Yo, man, you need to chill, nigga, cause Pete is a good nigga for real in real life. Pistol Pete, you know, everybody say all that sex, money, murder. They was this, they was that. Pete was a good dude. If he rock with you, he rock with you. That's the bottom line. That was my brother. He used to come looking for me. Yo, when your brother, looking for me to see my little bro, Sean Boy Double, and he used to be like, man, when your brother coming home? And I used to call home. My brother said, Pete just came through the block, man, looking for you, asking when you coming home. And Pete was a good dude, man. And I wish I could have just got here in these streets and tell him to chill. But one of my homies told him, yo, man, you need to chill. He's like, I ain't care about none of these people that think they gonna play with me, man. I done tasted blood already. They leave me alone. From this end, I said, if you didn't do that bid, you would have been around too. Yeah, I would have been around too with him because with Pete, man, I might could have told him, bro, chill. But when I came home, Pete was the feds already had everything they needed on him at that time when I came home. Cause right around that time is when I wasn't hearing from him no more, and I heard that it started going through the streets that the feds got him. So it wouldn't have been nothing I could do. But if I was home, I would have been telling him, don't move like this, don't move like that, don't move like this. And I can't say that he would have listened to me, but me and him always had an understanding. He always loved how I think. And he always used to come holler at me. So maybe I could have, shown him move more strategically, but his heart was 1,000 and he was nothing to play with. None of his niggas was nothing to play with. All of them. BMO was real militant. Cool nigga, but he was militant. He was the one that on the side, like, you act stupid, I'm gonna get you. But as long as you cool, then I'm cool. Always militant, but good dude too. But he always used to come to Harlem and see me, man. And he'd be like, man, they act up over here. We come see them over here. They won't know who he is. And they act up over there. Y'all come over here and y'all see them over here. And they won't know who y'all is. That was peak mentality. He used to always tell me that. That's my bro, man. And I wish, and I hate that however whatever happened, as far as, the feds did that sucker move to him and let whatever happened, however, allegedly what I heard, the movement go out and still happened. Instead of stopping it, they let it happen just so they could do what they did to him and put him in there forever. That's messed up, man. If that's what happened. The game is addictive. It's addictive, man. And that's a good point, Epic Eric. You know why it's addictive? Because everybody that hustle know that you gonna go to jail. But they see you getting the cars, the money, when when you're a regular dude, know you hustling a little bit on the side, but you want to tighten your joint all the way up, and you in the club and you see these dudes come in and they hustlers and they getting a lot of money, all the girls is on them and all the attention. That's the addiction. So you want to go out and create that same thing. And now you know that you getting this money now the same way you seen the other dudes doing it. You like, damn, man, if I get caught, I just gotta tell them somebody, but I'm gonna keep this money coming like this. I got all the girls I want, the baddest ones that I never could get. They on me now. They want me. Now you just want your money, but you ain't thinking. But you thinking with your deals and nails. And you getting the money, and that's why the snitch rate is up now, because the police put it out there. They figured it out. Turn them against them. Drop one time, get the other. Drop the time on one, and the one that do the telling first, the other one get the most time. And it's a cycle. And they're going to keep doing it and doing it. And that's what's been happening, and it's killing our culture the same way murder is killing our culture. That's a fact. Do you think Big Meech is... His name is Sketchy. Big Meech ain't did nothing. There would have been 50 people million talking about him, and the dude that was talking about him, his story don't even add up. And the dudes are snitching to get 30 years and all that. They ratting backwards. That's some crackhead rat. Anybody snitching and did 30 years is a dumb snitch. That's impossible. And this is the thing that I just was saying about snitching. Y'all quick to say a person snitching, and then everybody want to run with it and run with it. Half the people that's doing this on this internet ain't never been in the streets and don't know nothing about what a snitch is. And they just talking. Instead of congratulating the man, not because he went to jail, because jail ain't nowhere to go, and jail ain't nothing to be congratulated about. Only thing I'm saying, if you was out there in the streets, congratulate a man for being a man. If I go outside and punch somebody in the face, and I expect you to do the fighting for me, I ain't a man. Meech went, didn't tell on nobody, did his time. He a man. It's the same, it's equivalent to the same thing. I ain't expecting nobody to do my time for me, so I ain't telling nobody so I can come home and watch them suffer and their families suffer. I've been through them chains already. I'll face the 60 years. I've done it, period. And knew plenty people I could have told on. I ain't doing that for what? Keep telling people 9 times out of 10, when you got a charge, the police always mess up. That's why when the feds come get you, they cross their T's and dot their I's. When regular police, state police get you and all that, man, something ain't right. Trust me. Shut up. Most people don't want to go and sit down in jail. They don't want, even for a few minutes. As soon as the cuffs go on and before they go in the car, they think about their girl, Jane, somebody else. Somebody else going to be having their girl. Then they want to make up some type of story. Well, Greg did tell me, man, even though I did leave him at the store, I was mad, but he ain't come get me the other day, so I'm going to tell on him. They just make up anything just to tell so they can come home, man. Said Finesse NR said BK mad and Jimmy Henchman for telling and still getting all that time. Yeah. The telling stuff got the game messed up. Niggas used to have 10, 15, 20-year runs. You can't even sell drugs for 5 years on a major scale. Because if you selling drugs on a major scale, getting, let's just say you're getting 100,000 every 2 days. Or let's say every 3 days. Let's say 7 days a week, 100,000 a week. You got to have manpower to help you move that stuff. Down the line, out of 5 of those men that you got running with, let's say you got 5 men running with you. Out of those 5 men, they might got 5 men running with them. So it goes back up the chain for you to make that 100,000. So let's go back down the chain. Out of these 5 men, he got 5 men. Out of they 5 men, they got 5 men. That's 15 people. 2 of them gonna get caught up in something. I don't care if it's a probation violation, and they might have to go do a year or 6 months. Oh man, I could show you something. And that's what bring that whole organization down. "313. 313, boss." He said, "I respect your opinion. I have no dog in the fight, but that's lingering around Detroit. It's gonna linger because this internet is powerful. It's like when you have a hit record. No, it's like when you have a record, right? When tell me, all of y'all tell me, y'all heard records, they be like, it's all right, it's cool, it's all right. When an artist put out a record for the first time. So you know, and it might be an artist that's a mainstream artist, but like they new single out, about to push their album, you be like, it's all right, it's cool, I rock with it, but it ain't like the last song they put out. Then you keep hearing it on the radio, then you catch yourself singing it. It's called train the brain. You keep hearing it all the time. Then you're like, oh, this joint all right though, man. I was bugging out. Now you like the song now. It's the same thing with the internet. You keep hearing it. Negative energy travel faster than positive energy. Negative information travel quicker than positive information. So when somebody put the first thing out on a big name like Meech, they're gonna wanna believe it if people keep saying it. And a lot of the real right people ain't gonna keep going on the internet. He ain't no snitch, because some people just don't know and they don't want to put their name out there and say he ain't. And you might have a few that do, but what overpowers it is the negative. So they're going to keep saying that. But who's in jail because of him? And that stuff that the dude put out about him didn't make sense. About him and the girl was an informant. And they discussed something with the police to set things up. They ain't got to talk with the police to set nothing up. The police already going to just set it up. And you going to get him. And he locked up. And why would he be locked up? Discussing something over a jail phone with the girl that is the informant. That don't even make sense. He not that stupid. None of it made sense, man. None of it made sense. And it ain't make sense to the real rights. That's why people like Rick Ross doing something with him right now, about to do one of the biggest concerts ever. One of the biggest concerts ever, about to make history, man. A lot of people, man. It ain't making no sense for him to be a rat. And he did 30 years. That's ratting backwards. That's stupid as hell. Unless they was gonna give him 99 years or 180 years, he had to give up a cartel. We ain't heard nothing about a cartel locked up due to Big Meech and them. He copped out to his time. That's the only thing I could see. Big Bear flipped out on Unique after everything he did. Finesse analyzer said, I can't tell how, can't get over how Big Bear flipped out on Unique after everything he did. Finesse analyzer, you know a lot of stuff, man. He said these dudes have no shame. And yeah, and that's crazy. And Unique don't even like to talk about that a lot. And he still say he wish Big Bear love after telling on him that long. The betrayal was worse than the Judas at the Last Supper. You niggas everything for that. That's a fact. And see, those are the cloths that I come from. And this is why I can explain about the Cam and the Jimmy situation, period. Because Unique was always my big brother. And you know, Bear, I had a lot of love for Bear too, man. And I would have never thought that neither, man. I would have never thought that. Ever. But sometimes you don't know who be sitting right up under you and despise you, man. And you know, Unique showed me a lot of stuff after AZ left the game. I met Unique and I started running with Unique as a young boy. You know what I'm saying? And we was making moves and I got locked up. He was supposed to come bail me out, $1 million bail, tell a story all the time. Long story short, he get locked up. I ain't forgetting my brother in there. I did my time. I came home. I found out where he was at. And I was making sure I hold my nigga down. He called me, need something, I got it. Said one finesse analyst said 1,000 dudes be having secrets here for forever after you put them on. That's a fact. They really ain't care about you. They just wanted to get what they could get. They just waited for their time to make their motherfucking move. And that's crazy that Bear did that. You know what I'm saying? But when my bro got locked up, Kathy Boy Orleans said, Big Bro, Unique, and he said, and you a true one. Cousin for staying real. That's a fact. That's all I know. Everybody can't do jail time. That's a fact. And that's why they don't need to be in the streets. That's why we don't tell people don't snitch so you can go hustle. We tell you don't go do crime so you don't have to do no snitching. That means you can't tell nobody because you ain't getting in trouble. And police always snatch up people that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And when you in there at that interrogation room, you like, man, I can't tell you nothing because I wasn't doing that. Ain't me. Y'all got the wrong person. Period. That's just that. But other niggas, they don't care. They already know they was going to tell before they even got to jail. Before cuffs ever got on them, anything. They already knew I'm going to stay hustling until I get caught. If I get caught. If I get the goal that I want to get and I stop. But a lot of them get caught up. They don't even have a goal. They want to keep hustling the fuck girls like it's a business. Like it's a real legitimate business. Fuck girls. It's all about the girls, man. Everybody do everything for girls. You want stunning dudes here and there, but it's all about the girls because everybody want to sex women, man. And that's what it's all about. And then as soon as they get caught, the one or two, three women that they in love with, they had so much fun and all this money and they get took from them, and they in there got to squat, strip naked, all that strip their mentality. But before they even get to that point, they already telling. And that's what it's crazy. So, get back to what Analyzer was saying, like Bear did that. That was like crazy. Like I didn't know what it was because I was locked up. I didn't know what, how, what, whatever. I go to jail, get out, come home, find out where my bro at, what's going on. He got life plus 26 years. I'm like, wow. He need whatever. I'm sending it to him, man. That's it. He come home from jail. He was trying to figure out a way, making moves. I already was in the industry doing things. I see him doing his podcast, and I'm going to get behind my brother. And I'm going to put him back on his plateau because that's my big brother. I ain't going to say I'm in the industry and I'm going to outshine him. Or nah, I ain't going to put him, show him nothing because he got to still be up under me now. I'm the big dog now. No, I'm not no big dog over my brother that's always been the big dog. He's the big dog. But I still is the big dog on my own right. And he respect that. I'm just saying, put my brother in position. Plenty of people other places where I can't touch that I do know that he got in the pocket. So me being smart, I'm still the little bro. Put me in position. I'll get where I need to get to. I ain't going against him. Nah, hell no. Yeah, that's fact. They had all them shook with that, man. Finesse analyze you're a legend for setting unique up on flip the script. Yeah, I had to take him up there. I told him you got the podcast rolling, man. Life changing and introducing him to a younger audience. How he at 100K subscribers right now. That's a fact. I told him, nigga, you moving around with the camera and all that. My boy he was everywhere with his camera. I'm like, man, I just did Queen's Flip and my joints is popping. And Flip said I could bring whoever up there that's popping, and who else is popping than my brother. Finesse analyze, you know a lot of stuff, man. And I took my bro up there and I told him, make sure you shout out your podcast and send people there. But not only that, it ain't just me though. It's him, his character, his charisma, his his cadence with his voice. People love it. He tore Queen's Flip up. So, I can't take all no credit for that. I gotta give my bro the credit for went in there and held it down. And that's why he where he at right now. He ain't give up. He ain't stopped. We went and built the platform, turned it into a more prettier platform, and he just started getting his swag with it. You know how rappers or singers first start? They nice and they good, but then they start feeling it when they know they got a hit behind them. Unique had a hit behind him, meaning they loved him on Flip. And after that, all the other podcasters was calling him up. It was a rap. I mean, he did that Vlad and told me sing Michael Jackson in there. I think sniffing on that thing. The crowd, everybody went crazy. And like that man been around a lot of powerful stuff. And I'm never going against my boy that put me in position before he went to jail. He put me in position. I'm not going against him. I'm not. And when he put me in position, I was popping. I was buying cars. I was doing whatever I wanted to do. And he always respected me and who I am. It was goon time. He called me. Then, well, who, what problem? Uh, my goons is on deck immediately. And that's a fact. Kathy Orleans, that's the G code. That's a fact. Epic Eric, Vlad too. Yeah, he tore Vlad up. When he started talking about Michael Jackson, people thought it was fake. They're like, man, y'all mad at me because I seen Michael Jackson. I'm telling y'all what it was. Finesse. Analyzer said, yep, that's a fact. That's how Harlem's supposed to do it. Never turn on your man. That's a fact. And you see, that's why a lot of people be looking at a few Harlem dudes, man, saying Harlem is soft and all that. A lot of Harlem be forgetting where they come from. You know, that's why people trying to go in on Mace, saying he forgot where he came from. Jimmy said that out of his mouth. A few other people, but you know, when the Harlem Legend dude tried to bring it up that Mace got ran out of Harlem or whatever, and I think it was over the girl Orion, and you know, Orion, she was good people. She was one of the cuties from the hood. Everybody was in love with. I'm just saying that was unnecessary to talk about, but they always try to say Harlem dudes are soft and Cam and Mace and them is the face of Harlem. I think the dude was OG4 or OG something, which is Pistol Pete boy. I like Homie Channel because he speak a lot of facts and he don't play. He don't care about who has said what and what he was going in. But I do want to tell him Harlem ain't soft. It's a bunch of killers. And he know a bunch of people from Harlem because he was speaking some names, some real official names, as if he was around them and hanging with them. So, and you know, the Bronx was this or the Bronx was that and Harlem was this. And I don't like to touch that type of stuff because I don't like to do separation. Because as y'all know, the Bronx Pete is my brother, my bro Cuckoo, Bronx Legend, few of my Bronx dudes, but I don't know about no Bronx dudes coming to Harlem to come and rob and get some money and all that. That ain't happening. Ain't no just robbing that. I can't say that they didn't come and catch a lick and did a quick robbery and got somebody here and there, but you get hungry and come to Harlem and rob something. You robbing the not no certified people. So that don't count. Brooklyn dudes used to come through the little clubs here and there, but all them niggas having fun ain't thinking about nothing and snatch a chain and tuck their tail and all that stuff. They've done it. But it ain't happening like that. Then, you know, he was saying Preacher. He said Preacher had Harlem dudes under pressure and all that. Rich Porter, he said Rich Porter, Alpo, AZ. No. I know for a fact he ain't never stored AZ, never stored Alpo. That's a fact. Anything happened with Rich, that's my bro, love him to death. I don't know, I didn't hang around Rich like that. I'll find out. I'll ask my bro that was the lieutenant, one of my best friends. I'll ask him. But no, we don't know about all that. Having everybody under no pressure. That ain't happening. One of my friends named Froggy punched Preacher brother in the face. And I'm like, yo, I'm trying to stop him. And picking him up like, chill. He like, nah, I want to fight. The preacher brother this tall over this dude. My little dude, he got so much heart. He's from Hamilton, 143rd in Hamilton. It's a fact. I forgot what happened. They was walking up the hill where preaching them used to be, 144th and like Bradhurst and 8th Avenue. And preacher brothers out there came following behind my dude and everything. My dude punched preacher brother in the face, tall dude, trying to fight and kept trying to get at the dude at preacher brother and everything. And I'm trying to tell him like, yo, chill, dog. And not only that, preacher's son was my boy. His name is Sid. I forgot what they call him now. He in jail. They call him a rat. They saying he was ratting and all that. But Sid was our boy. He hung out with us all the time. So I forgot his name. But all that Harlem soft stuff, nah. Because I can name a whole bunch of names that the homie didn't know to name. So the soft part that he know about, yeah, they might have been soft, but nah, brother. That's another one. I'm surprised that snitch. Yeah, preacher. Preacher even told his own daughter and son to snitch on him so they can come home. But always understand this. Most snitches are the ones that's the terrors. That's the killers. So all the tough shit that they ever did in life goes out the window. D. Brown said, where's Harlem Legend from? According to him, he's from Harlem. That's what I was wondering where he's from. He talked with his chest poked out. Now, he got the goons on deck, but he said he be in the crib. What we coming outside for to talk? So I don't expect nobody to be in the crib talking tough and then just stay in the crib. I respect his movement with far as his platform, because I was seeing him on the 050 stuff and all that. Now I see him do his one-on-one things and all that, but come on, bro. He brought up the Mace thing when Mace got ran out of town since this Jim Jones and Cam beef and stuff. What do that got to do with anything? That Mace got ran out of town too. So what? We know you're doing it for content to get a check so you can stay in that house, wherever you at. But that didn't make any sense, man. We trying to show the young dudes chill. You try to bring something up and make other young dudes think they can run somebody out of town or something. That's just my mental with it. Because I didn't understand why he even had to talk about that. And bringing up Lincoln projects and all that. And bringing Baby Maine up. Baby Maine, brother, is my man. Stan, that's my brother. We was just together a couple months ago. Right down here, that's my brother. Lincoln Projects. I named a few names from Lincoln Projects. Yo-Yo. Dee-Wee with the dirt bikes. My brother Johan, which is a successful restaurant owner right now. But we always ran in mean streets. But we don't know, I don't know you. I don't remember who you is. I mean, who is Harlem Legend? Right. Finesse said, I don't know why he bringing up healed wounds. Exactly. It's over. Mace chilling. Whatever he did was smart. He left. What he beefing for? He never claimed to be he was a gangster. So you saying that to say what? Mace ain't out here saying I got goons or this to that. He might say I stand my ground if somebody bother me. I'm not one of them. Leave me alone. But he ain't like, what? I'll be outside. But where you want me at? This, that. He ain't doing all that, man. And at the end of the day, he's chilling. Why is you talking about that, homie? And then you was saying you was dropping off packs for somebody. Like, chill, dude. What part of Harlem you from? Like, for real. And I'm like, dang, homie must got goons somewhere behind him, because if he from Harlem, he talking like that, he gotta come outside. It's like most people I know that talk like that they don't care about coming outside. That's a fact. He held his own with that's a fact. And I know I knew Mace where he had, they bringing up Pop Lottie and all that stuff. It's like, come on, man. Mace had Pop Lottie around him. Mace had the Young Guns, Lil Tone and all them, which we is the official first Young Guns. Me and Kevin Frost. And my bro Ronnie Stone. I got the music to prove it. That's a fact. And some of it is on YouTube. People done leaked our songs. So, but we was the first Young Guns. Matter of fact, show y'all niggas now. I can't make none of this stuff up. What that say? Young Guns of Harlem. And this is like 92. This is one of my classics. It's gonna be in my documentary. You can see the names and all that if y'all can. And this is they don't make these no more. This is in the archives. I've been put music out before Rockefeller did. I learned this from Mob Style from AZ. It's gonna be in my documentary. I got it over here on my desk right now. But we was the Young Guns of Harlem first. Mace had Young Guns Harlem, 133rd, between Self and Lennox, which was Tone and all of them. Yep, before the Young Guns of Queens. Before the Young Guns in when Puff signed Young Guns in Mount Vernon, which they were some thorough cats, nothing to play with. Thorough niggas. But we wasn't nothing to play with neither. And we battled them niggas at Club 2000. Me and my bro E the Great, God bless him. We battled when they first got signed with Bad Boy. They was walking with their chest poked out. We like, yeah, well, we the Young Guns of Harlem, man. And don't let the baby face fool you in real life. We battled. We had a good time, man. Good dudes. Preacher Tribridge Porter. Roosevelt Avery said Preacher Tribridge Porter, but he didn't fold far as what I saw. I know from when I was on 144 for Self and Lennox, rocking for him. Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know nothing about no Rich Porter being distorted and all that. 313 said never knew that. You never knew what? 313? But yeah. So Mace had the Young Guns from 133rd, Tone and all them. They was wilding out. They used to do a lot of robbing niggas and shooting niggas and all that. And those was Mace's little homies. So And this was Mace, and Mace wasn't even a rapper then when they was wilding. They was happy that Mace got on a couple years later. Those was my little homies. They had robbed Jesus from Brooklyn one time, if people know who Jesus is, and took his Rolex and all that. And bought me the Rolex, like, yo, what you gonna do for this? I'm like, what you be, what's that? I'm like, what y'all little niggas done did, man? It's like, man, we done took on that nigga chain, Rolex and all that. And I'm like, what? That's when I knew they started wilding. Because Jesus, he was nothing to play with. As far as the stories I was hearing at that time, which is Mike Tyson's best friend. And he was the one bringing Mike Tyson to Harlem with Dapper Dan and all that. Oh, 313 said he didn't know I was a rapper. That's a fact. I got joints with Mace's sister, his twin sister Stace, with Loon from Bad Boy, me and Big L, me and McGruff. Yeah, Jesus from East New York. Light skinned Jesus, white boy Jesus. That's a fact. They took his Rolex and bought it to be. I'm like, nah, I ain't buying that. Y'all did that. Y'all niggas better gear up. I ain't getting in that. You just can't be robbing anybody and think you're gonna be sitting around here around the town. No, and get out of here with that dumb stuff, man. But other than that, man, it's crazy. Yeah, and they still saying Harlem soft. I could give them a bunch of Harlem not soft stories. Period. Yeah, Jesus was a BK legend, man. That's my nigga though. We played basketball and all that all the time. Him and Dapper Dan, man, we used to sit outside after we finished playing basketball, and him and Dapper Dan used to play dice for 1,000 a round, just shooting CeeLo by themselves. 1,000 to 1,500 to $2,000 at one pop. Just gambling for a long time as if they was playing for a $1 bill. They playing for 1,000 a pop. Dapper Dan and him. Anybody know Dapper Dan? Asking me. He'll tell you can't make this up. Somebody said something stupid. And y'all see the dummy say, catch up. Brother, stop with the going back to the old per diem. Whoever you is, we having a conversation about your business. But in real life, all that calling people snitches and you don't got paperwork and you don't know what you're talking about. You think that might be the Harlem Legend? That's funny. It's definitely all about history these days, because if you don't know where you come from, how you gonna know where you going? That's a fact. If you don't know where you come from, how you gonna know where you going, man? 313 boss said Detroit and Harlem used to have a strong bond. If you know, you know. Dealing BK to the 70s. Dating BK. Dating back to the 70s. Detroit still got a strong bond with Harlem. We just was in Detroit, and my boy had me come and host a paid in full party for him. My boy Free, and we was out there with some official Detroit dudes like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I hosted the paid in full party out there. They love my boy. They love him out there, and I had a ball in Detroit. Not only that, my boy Joe, which is Benny brother, Waka Flocka, Uncle Joe. He used to have his liquor. It's called Premise Liquor. It's right here. Waka Flocka, Uncle Joe. It's called Premise Liquor. If y'all go Joe the Boss on YouTube, Joe the Boss on Instagram, you'll see that liquor right there. Him and my friend Jab created that, man. God bless the dead. That's my bro. He sold a lot of that out there. Sold a lot of it out there. Jazzy. Jazzy and salute Jazzy, appreciate you. Any story about Dominicans in Harlem? I got plenty of those stories. Dominicans, a lot of them is my homies, man. Gordo, which is Jay-Z partner Juan or Rock Nation, that's my brother. Not Juan. I know Juan. And Gordo, his cousin, which be up there with them all the time. Y'all see Gordo in the documentary with Jay-Z and them. That's my bro. We used to switch cars out all the time. He can come down the hill to the black side and chill without getting robbed and all that. That's my bro. Gordo, good dude. Throw my glasses on there. Finesse Analyzer, Joe Atney, that's a fact. Official Queens legend. That's my bro. Like, in real life. That's my brother. Good dude. We got a bunch of Dominican stories. Some of them I can't tell because we did some stuff with them that they don't want nobody to know about, so I can't tell that. That's a fact. XTV on 50th Amsterdam on live. What's up, 150th? That's my brother Brian. B Pipe. You know B Pipe. He on Broadway in 150. If you know him, then you know. That means you know about 150 first between Broadway and Amsterdam. You better be somebody going through that block. $313 Thug Boss said, I hate I missed that. Didn't hear you talk about that. I ain't talking about it, but I was posting it. The flyer and all that. That's a fact. Harlem Stand Up, XTV. Nobody better than us Hill niggas. That's a fact. Stand on that. Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill was the cream of the crop of Harlem. A lot of the killers come from up there. That's a fact. Sugar Hill Tone. Finesse Analyzer. That's a fact. Sugar Hill MADFC. 500 crew. Sugar Hill always get the money. That's a fact. What up, boy? You already know talking that Harlem talk. That's a Rich Porter general right there. That's a fact. Much love. We got a Rich Porter General up here. He can tell you all a lot of stuff. XTV said, "What's the word, big bro? Us hill dudes is different." That's a fact. We ain't never, that's what we gonna be. We always gonna be trendsetters. They wasn't outside when the movie theater was on the 147th for Broadway. Yeah, the Nova Theater, boy. That's a fact. Jazzy Joy Barnes said, "Sometimes you gotta tell a troll we were legends and still are legends." That's a fact all day. And you know, sometimes I be thinking, like, when you say we legends, I be like, damn, man, do we glorify being legends because we was out there in them streets hustling, selling drugs? We ain't make nobody take the drugs that they wanted to get. We didn't bring the drugs there, but we did things and made more money than the average person would make with a regular job. Hassan Campbell said, "I will rock Jim Jones' snot box." If that's the real Hassan Campbell, you rocking this snot box, bro, by keep saying stuff that's gonna send him to jail. If you keep saying it, they gonna say, yo, if we don't go get him and make an example of it now because they keep talking about it, then that's gonna make us look weak. And the feds don't play. And if he really ain't did nothing, you gonna get him a case for nothing. Jazzy Barnes said, "No, just the way you move." And that's a fact. So I had to understand that it's just the way we move, the things we do, the things we create. That's a fact. XTV said, "We used to sneak in the abandoned theater on 146 at Broadway and bug out." That's a fact. I forgot about that old theater. My ex-girl lived right around the corner from there. My middle daughter mother lived right there. Kingdom United TV said, "You survive streets with honor. That's worth speaking on." Facts. And see, these are the things I needed to hear from other people because I didn't want to look like a legend for doing the wrong thing. Once I realized it was the wrong thing, but certain things we had to do to survive at that time. And we ain't know no better. We knew any better, we'd have bought them buildings that cost $1 and been owning a lot of them out there. So, you know, I take things like that into consideration, man. Hassan Campbell said Jimmy Mel Matrix were caught up on the wiretap. So what? He was on the wiretap, but he ain't say nothing that would incriminate him. He was just saying go beat the dude up. That's not a federal charge. It ain't a federal charge. And not only that, they didn't get a chance to go beat the dude up. So if they didn't go beat the dude up, which was what, 6'9", then it didn't happen. They don't just convict you or charge you because you said something. They ain't charging you if it's something that can stick. That's nothing that can stick. Mel told you he ain't on his paperwork, and none of the other guys did. Jazzy Barnes said, "Often imitated but never duplicated," and that's a fact. Hassan said they already had Diddy in for conspiracy. So what, he in there for conspiracy? But we're gonna see. But like Diddy said, on those tapes, when they show them, it's gonna show that people was in there doing things on their own. He didn't force them. So we still have to see. Hassan Campbell said, "How is Jim Jones not in jail for the phone call?" Because he is a CI. How you know he is CI? CI names is always redacted. You ain't gonna see their names. And people would have been saying that he locked them up. A lot of people salty about Jim telling in the airport video, but he was getting jumped. He wasn't telling, he was just speaking his mind, saying it wasn't me that started it. See, people got this telling stuff backwards. Certain things you just gotta say. He ain't sending them into jail because they did a crime together and all that. He was in there fighting. And he had to speak his mind. And it's on the video camera inside the airport. Everything is recorded in there. So he ain't really have to say nothing anyway. You don't got to prove nothing to nobody by saying, I ain't saying nothing, to show nobody you tough. Nobody's perfect, Jazzy Bars, as long as the wins outdo the losses. That's a fact. Haas, you got to chill. If it ain't on the paperwork, it ain't no good. That's a fact. Exactly. He was getting jumped and could have been banned. Exactly. From the airport. Would have messed his money up from him traveling around, because now it looked like he a troublemaker. And they jumped him in the airport. And why they got to jump him for? Why he didn't get props for fighting two people? Why he got to get scrutinized for saying he ratted? We quick to say we ratting and tear each other down with stupidity, man. And I don't like no rats. Period. When I went and did my time and was facing 60 years, I ain't with none of that. But let's just call a real rat a real rat. Nobody can go to jail because you just hear him on a wiretap, and that sounds good to people that don't know about wiretaps. So as soon as you scream it out on these platforms, yeah, he was on the wiretap and he still ain't in jail, it sounds good to people that don't even know the law. And see, this the thing with our culture. We don't know the law. So the first thing we do when we go to jail, we cop out or tell. If everybody go to trial, a lot of people will come home. They'll drop the case before they even get to trial because it costs too much money to go to trial. Jim was stating what happened in the airport, and that's not snitching. That's a fact. He just said what happened. They touched me, this, that, I swung on them, they swung on me, da. How is that snitching, man? Everybody wants to, stop trying to turn the snitch culture or the snitch word into a snitch culture. Even though we have snitch culture, even if that makes sense. And why I say snitch culture, because they got a payroll for snitches now. But that's for people that work with each other and leave out, go get busted for something else. They might ran a red light and didn't have license, gonna go to jail for it. Oh, let me tell you something real quick. Same thing Michael Vick nephew did. Pulled over, had weed in the car, now he gonna go tell that they doing dog fights. I know a dude that worked in a barber shop and got violated for smoking weed. He had a bad piss test. And he's a barber. He ain't even hustling, but he knew the hustlers because he cut their hair. And he helped the police lock the hustlers up. All of a sudden now he tell them, I want to buy a little something, do a little something. They ain't thinking nothing of it. That's the barber. He might want to get a couple extra dollars doing something. And he set them up. That's what snitching is. Like, stop it, man. You can't make nobody believe a story of somebody is a snitch. Make them believe your point of view, man. Exactly. Tyson Garcia, I'm not getting locked up for defending myself. I'm going to tell the police my story too. That's what he said. That's what Tyson Garcia is saying. It's facts. What are you supposed to do? I'm going to be quiet, and now they'll put all the blame on him, especially he the celebrity. They can't wait. And then the other guys would have been able to sue him and all that. That's a whole nother factor. XTV, all the real ones went to PS 153. You know what you talk about, boy. 146, 147. That's a fact. In them corridors. I'm in 3rd grade playing hooky. Me and my bro Tutu from Hamilton. Michael Vick nephew shaking my head. He did his own blood foul. That's a fact. Told on the whole operation for no reason. Vic wasn't even really involved. That's crazy. What Poe did. What Big Bear did, what Jimmy Henchman did, that's snitching. Exactly. Telling on people and sending them to jail and not just saying, all right, y'all caught me. I'm going to go do what I need to go do. That's what snitching is, Hassan. And, you know, you would think that a person like you, saying you come from these streets, you've been in jail doing a bid, you had to be around brothers that got locked up from people that put them in there. So you wouldn't even make these accusations up, you know? You got a big platform. I'm sure you can come up with something else to say. Or more content than doing a person like that has a rap career. And then you speak about tearing brothers down and us tearing down each other, and you speak a lot of facts. I've been watching you for a minute. A lot of stuff you used to say, man, make a lot of sense. But you know, when you assassinated a brother character, calling him a snitch, you taking away from him getting money, because the fans might say, we ain't rocking with him no more. Now he don't get no more shows, get no more money. He can't take care of his kids because what you put out there on the platform, that really is not even really true. And if it's true, we don't know that yet. So why would you do that? If you're a brother about the culture and you looking out for the other brothers. And those who know that part when Rich and Dane was arguing about the bridge, that scene was on 147 between Amsterdam and Broadway down the block from PS1. Yeah, when Dame and Makai was in the car. Yeah, I was right there when they was filming it in the Paid in Full movie. I was right there. I want to say when Cam snatched the dude out the car, that was right there too. Let me think. Now I think that was down the hill on Preacher in them block, 144th. Somebody said, Tyson Garcia said, wait, Hassan, you name drop shooters, sir. That's dry snitching, if I'm not mistaken. Facts. That's dry snitching. You can't be naming names, bro. And then call somebody else a rat. Yeah, that was down the hill, the Cameron joint. That's a fact. But the joint when Dame was in the car and Makai was like, yeah, get your man some clothes because he ain't looking good. Yeah, this is my Thursday card. That's a fact. The church on 145th and Convent, that was Darnell's mother church, man. I don't know if you ever knew Darnell. That's crazy. That's wild. You know what you talking about, XTV? Big facts. Did Bumpy run Harlem in real life, or was Hoodlum just a movie? Nah, Bumpy is official. That's a true story. That's a true story, but that's way before my time. But you know, I had a OG named Chisholm that ran with Bumpy side by side. I think it was Bumpy. Him and you know AZ, the real AZ who wrote the Paid in Full, always looked up to the Chisholm dude. He was a nothing to play with dude. Put you in the dirt. OG dude. XTV said Bumpy was from his block on 150th in Amsterdam, he think. R.I.P. Sickle. Sickle died? Wow. I ain't no Sickle died, man. That's wild. That's crazy, man. Jazzy Barnes said, I think Bumpy also helped bring numbers game to Harlem as well. I think that's a fact too, if I ain't mistaken. And then they said the Italians tried to take over or take it over. Yeah, Harlem got real history, man. I don't know nothing ever being sweet about Harlem. I know a lot of the real rights that'll put you in the dirt ASAP and be low key. So that's a never a no. Back in the days, Ali Mo walking around the hood with a weight vest on and a basketball in his hand. That's a fact. R.I.P. Ali Mo. We had Ali Mo down here at J Black Community Center. We had just built the basketball court outside in the back, and we did a big basketball tournament for the kids down there in Albemarle, North Carolina. And we had Alamo down here with us. And it started raining, and we outside playing while slippery and all that. The show went on. It stopped raining, but the ground still was wet. We out there slipping and everything. And Ali Mo out there trying to do his thing, man. My brother, Ali Mo, boy, you bringing memories back, boy. XTV. That's a fact. And a lot of cats be mad at me because I be spitting the facts and spitting the truth. A lot of these podcasters, they know I am because I'm new to this podcasting thing. But a lot of them don't be, saying, they say a little subliminal stuff here and there, but they really can't speak because they already know. They already probably did their homework, who I am. So they curve it. Because they don't, I got the real insight, the real information. I got the real guys, the real ones that was there. And I'm going to start bringing them up here on these platforms. A lot of them don't want to talk, but I got to let them know we need to talk because a lot of these cats is being stirred the wrong way. And a lot of these dudes that do have the platforms and the smash, do a lot of extra talking for all the wrong reasons, man. For real. And a lot of that got to stop. Because y'all messing up real history. And anything y'all need to know, man, just hit us up and we'll tell it to y'all, man. And if y'all really official, man, speak some of your history. Because y'all not talking about nothing. Y'all not talking about nothing. I stand on that. XTV said you was just a quiet one, never too loud, always been low key. Facts. Facts. And humble and cool with everybody. That's a fact. Harlem has the art of that smile, but then find out it ain't nothing nice. That's a fact. But somebody was asking where the Harlem Legend from. I don't know. Y'all know where the Harlem Legend dude is from? I don't know where he from. Albert Driver. Yeah, you a troll. He said, Alpo back and witness protection are really gone. Man, stop it. Alpo is really gone, man. XTV said, my guy Mayhem told me about you. Mayhem. Where Mayhem from, homie? Just in case said, I feel bad for Dipset. I do too, man. Me and Uncasa was talking the other day, man. He feel bad about that, like, for real. Finesse Analyzer said, nah, Harlem sorted Poe out. He ain't in witness sec. Why would he be in witness protection? People saying they feds came and swooped him out of the hospital, and they have people that work in there that know it. They patched his wounds up and got him out of there. Short Spanish dude. Okay. From 151st. I used to be over there with G and all them dudes. My bro B Pipe. Brian. I used to be over there with them. They used to rob everything moving. You come through there, you're from somewhere else, nobody don't know you. You going to buy some work, they robbing you. Finesse analyze say they don't want to believe Harlem handled their biz. It is what it is. No, see, um, homie from the Bronx said Harlem, the faces of Harlem is Mace and Cam and I guess Jim, but Cam said Jim ain't from Harlem, but he's saying like those are the faces from it, and those they soft and all that. Well, they're the faces for rap. They're not the faces for the streets, and that's a fact. Because the faces from the streets, you got a whole bunch of real terrorizers, nothing to play with, man. You got 148th. You got 148th between Amsterdam and Broadway, wild block, nothing to play with. You got 114th, you got 140th, you got 112th. Like, I got a bunch of names I could say that come from them that Quad's kept. You got Uptown in the 150s, all the way up to like the 164th. Nothing to play with, man. Ain't none of that happening. You got down here the 142nd between 8th and 7th, or 7th and Lenox. You got Polo Ground Projects, had a bunch of wild, nothing to play with. You got Lincoln Projects, whole bunch of people, nothing to play with. Nah. And none of them was rappers. So we can't say no rappers is the face just because they are celebrities. I mean, we might as well just name Doug Fresh be the face of Harlem. Stop it, man. Tyson Garcia said the dip is over. Big goodbye. It ain't over till Jim and Cam speak in front of public and really meaning they love each other. Trey shit is we got no project on Sugar Hill, but we still run deep, and you don't hear stories about us running from nothing. Yeah, we from the hill, never ran, never will. And I ain't no tough guy, but if it was a problem, we coming to your block and we coming to see you. And I don't care who you is. Straight like that. And anybody tell me anything different, this going out, this gonna be live. It's live now, and it'll be up and rolling tomorrow. Anybody can watch it. Oh, he said I'm not trolling from East St. Louis. All right, Albert Driver. All right, no doubt. Peace. Nah, Alpo not here no more. And you know, respect to his family, man. He still, got family and love. So I don't got nothing bad to say about him. Just when you're young and you make the moves and you make the wrong moves, it just puts you in a position that you can lose your life, man. Just by being around something or being in situations that you set your life up to be in, if that makes sense. Yeah, I remember the Wild Cowboy days. It was ministers. It wasn't just preaching. That's a fact. Remember my bro told me, Gangsta Lewis telling me about the Wild Cowboys. For real, for real. That's a fact. Shout out Chirac, Illinois. Yep. Yeah, Chirac ain't nothing to play with either. The Harlem Mecca for a reason. Yeah, get your ass out of here. That's right. Tell him Jazzy Joy Barnes. Get up out of here. We ain't nothing to play with, man. Never been. I don't know nowhere it came around talking crazy around in my area. And that's for real. Brainiac, Mind Reloaded. What about Big Norm? He was getting money out there too. Is Mad Harlem getting money? Yeah, it's a fact. There's so many Mad Harlem dudes getting money. It was nothing to play with. But there was a lot of them dudes that wasn't getting money that wasn't nothing to play with. That was stepping to certain dudes and having dudes under pressure. You gonna pay something every week or you ain't gonna be here no more. And I don't care who your crew is. And if you don't pay me something, I'm gonna touch one of your crew members to let you know I ain't playing. And if I gotta go up the line, I ain't gonna go too far up the line. You gonna be, I'm coming to see you. And that's how it happened back then. And that's why I say a lot of these dudes out here talking, they wasn't out there when them sharks and them gorillas was outside. And if they ain't have a spot that they was controlling with a crew and organized it like see back then they, the feds ain't had those type of charges on a lot of cats back then with the Rico and all that. So niggas had crews of getting money and running the buildings and all that. A lot of these cats talking that talk, y'all wasn't getting no money like that back then. You wouldn't buy no cars from that New York money. I ain't talking about out of town. I'm talking about that New York money. If you wasn't buying a car and getting fly, paying bills and apartments of your own, not live with your mama and all that, you wasn't a real get money dude. You might have been getting money, but you wasn't no thorough boss getting no money. And I don't shun nobody about however they was getting some money. They was getting money, but don't be out there bragging like, oh yeah, I was doing that. I was that big dog. I was that. Nah, you wasn't. I don't know you. And I know all the big dogs getting money from uptown to downtown to the east side and all that. I've been everywhere, all east, west, whatever. I was there. I wasn't barred from no part of towns. Period. And this ain't a bragging method. This is a learning lesson. That a lot of y'all can't come on these platforms and be talking and act like y'all talking about something and y'all really not. Because I don't remember y'all. For real. Jazzy Barnes from 0 to 100. That's a fact. Best pizza spot on 147 in Amsterdam, hands down. If you know, you know. I don't know now. You forgot that spot on 155th and St. Nicholas. On the corner used to give you them big pizzas for like $1 or $2. Big pizzas. That was one of the best joints, man. XTV, that was one of the best joints. BJ's, a sneaker store on 145th and Broadway. Facts, man. You might as well go back to KP Con too then. Finesse Analyzer said, I'm like you, Boosie. I don't remember hearing about Harlem Legend on no block in the 90s. He a mystery to me. Yeah, and in the 90s, I went to jail in 92. I came home in 95, and then I had my parole switched down here to North Carolina. And I was back and forth. But I wasn't, hearing about the new little homies that was outside regulating. So I can't say that he wasn't, because I don't know. I wasn't really outside there. When I come back, I know all the late 80s and 80s and all the real rights that was doing whatever. So, respect to the ones that was coming up in the 90s doing their things and all that as grown men, as they should. So I don't know. Maybe he was doing his thing. I'm just asking, who is he? Because he say he's Harlem Legend. So I'm trying to figure out what's the legend part about him. Because he looked new to me. And I don't hear nobody talk about him. And I've been asking, and I ain't heard nobody said nothing. And then his story of how he was met Baby Maine, it just it's in the air to me, man. He said, yeah, they been closed that spot down. Yeah, that pizza spot was it though. So I guess the other one you talking about was afterwards. I got you. I remember when Willie Burgers was open. Yeah, Willie Burgers was that thing. Everybody used to go to Willie Burgers after the clubs. And phenomenal when he opened it. When you had beef, you better not go to Willie Burgers after the club. You will lose your life. They will be out there waiting for you, man. Foot's overstand when you are the one, but I'm not one as well in regards to try and run game on a Harlem hustler, Jazzy Barnes. Gotta overstand when you are the one. I got you. Keep it 100. Us on the top of the hill was getting money, getting and the flies. The ones down the hill was the stick-up kids. Yeah, we had some stick-up kids around in the hood too on the hill now. But yeah, the getting money dudes was from the hill. That's a fact. A lot of people tell you that, and they start going down the hill getting money with the people down the hill. That's a true statement. That's a true statement. The hill got Harlem history, man. It really shaped Harlem into what it is. 313 Thug Boss. Respect to you too, bro. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification so you'll know when I'm up here, man. I got some other content I'm going to talk about, but I'm not going to talk about it right now. But yeah, peace to all of y'all too. I'm getting ready to roll out. Make sure y'all subscribe. Newcomers up there, subscribe. Hit them like buttons for me before y'all leave, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man. In real life. For real, for real. Kingdom United TV, peace. From Connecticut. That's what's up. Salute. Praise up, y'all. See y'all in a minute, man. Your boy Big Boosie, I'm out.